look at technology. In case you're joining us now, well, I do have two people that are well versed in that area. I have Emily Kamunde and UC Himkanen. And basically, technology is something that we cannot ignore. And anybody that wants to ignore technology basically is burying their heads in the sand. Let me start with you, UC. How do you see technology disrupting the job market, and what do we need to do in response to that?
There's maybe a few things. So first of all, there's the democratization of the job market, which basically means that everyone has access to the same opportunities, which is very, very good for everyone. We don't have any more than hidden jobs outside of the job market, but everyone has access to the same. And I think that's a big shift. The second one that I see that is fundamental is everyone has also then access to training content and high quality learning materials. So it's not just about Kenyans, but basically the Kenyans have access to the same content as anyone else on this planet. Whether we want to take Harvard courses or MIT's courses or European courses or Nigerian courses, we can study anything we want. So that's a massive shift. And I see testaments to this every day, people who have by themselves learned great skills just by online learning.
All right. Emily, one of the things that would not have done well if we don't do is advise those who are watching. What is your key advice to anybody who's getting into the job market right now? What is it that they need to be aware of?
In terms of, I think, disruption, you know, when you speak about disruption, I think one of the things that any job seeker should be aware of is that first, they need to be agile enough. They need to be curious, to be able to have a culture of continuous learning, because the world is definitely changing. The jobs of today will not be the same in the next, few years to come. And interestingly, research by the World Economic Forum was showing that 52% of the available, work initiatives in Kenya will be automated. So what does that mean? It's a question of, are we ready as the market? Are we training for the right skills for this kind of change? And are the job seekers themselves preparing them for that particular, technology disruption? So I do think it's a two-way thing. One, organizations need to prepare. Learning institutions as well need to be able to have the right skills and be able to upskill and reskill actually the individuals who are going to be working in this particular market.
All right. You see your parting shot, your closing comments?
I'd say that the main thing is just continuous learning. It's really about acknowledging that I am never ready. I need to be studying all the time. When I graduate from university, it's just the first step of college or vocational education institution. So it's about learning.
It's about learning. Be hungry for information and ensure that you keep learning. Emily, tell us a little bit about the HR symposium that is supposed to be taking place and why it's a benefit to anybody who would possibly be job hunting or looking at improving their career.
Right. So the East Africa HR Symposium will be happening on the 4th to the 6th of July. And we'll be looking at business as a whole. We'll be engaging business leaders and really having conversations around what are the future opportunities and how prepared are we. For example, when you look at the Big Four agenda priorities, how prepared is the market vis-a-vis creating employment and also, the change that is happening in technology. We're going to be speaking about how HR can position themselves in the marketplace to be able to add more value to business. We'll be inviting a number of speakers, to really have this kind of conversation. And it's really about a step change in terms of how we see human resources. So to see them as a business partner, to be able to help in driving productivity at the workplace, and also looking at what competencies and skills will be required for tomorrow. The third piece is then looking at, is technology going to be seen as a real disruption? Is it an opportunity or is it also a challenge? So being able to look at the different areas and seeing how prepared are we and what exactly do we need to have in place in the different organizations and also from a personal perspective.
All right. And is this going to be a free symposium? Is anybody allowed to walk in?
No, absolutely not. We have a rate for it. It's 65,000 for groups and 75,000 is a normal rate. It's going to be a 3-day conference. And everyone is welcome, really, targeting HR professionals, business leaders, to really be able to engage in this conversation.
All right, we'll have to wind up that there because of time. Emily Kamunde and UC Himkanen, thank you for joining us this morning on Your Money and ensuring that we are prepared for the job market. Even as we wait for the budget to be read, there's a lot more that needs to be done by you to ensure that you're ready for the job of tomorrow. Now, it is just about 9 minutes to 9, time for us to wind up and take this opportunity to thank you for watching Morning Express. From us, we say goodbye. But do stay with us right here on KTN News. We've got News Center coming up with Betty Kialo. From us, we say goodbye. God bless.